Okay, Soldier's Joy. Laurent Dubois of Duke University, thank you for sitting down and talking to me about banjos, but in particular banjos as they started to evolve through the Caribbean. In fact, let's establish up front, is it Caribbean or Caribbean?
It's a big debate there, yeah.
What do you say?
Well, it's true that it comes from the Carib Indians, so some people think that therefore it should be Caribbean.
You teach at Duke, what do you teach down here?
I teach in the history department and romance studies. A lot of my courses are linked with anthropology and other departments.
I know that based on information you're writing for your book now, which is going to be published by Harvard University Press, that you got initially interested in the banjo through a story, through fiction?
The book that I start my book with, which is a novel by Claude McKay, one of the great writers of the Harlem Renaissance, who's from the Caribbean originally, piqued my interest and in a sense, helped me figure out what my book was going to be about. It's true, though, that actually my interest in the banjo really started from playing the banjo. So I started first from listening in particular to Taj Mahal's banjo playing and a few other early CDs I heard. So before I got interested in the banjo, my career has been sort of focused on the history of the Caribbean, of slavery in the Caribbean. I'm really interested about both in the cultures that emerged from the Middle Passage and slavery. And I worked on Haiti and wrote a book on the Haitian Revolution. When I realized that there was a connection between this instrument that I loved as a player and my interest in the Caribbean, I was really excited and wanted to kind of begin to put those together. And I also became interested in, as a historian who's looked a lot at the ideology of race and abolitionism, at the way that this instrument played a role as a symbol.
So you found a number of conversations written by the colonists or the colonials from roughly 1600 to 1800?
Late 1600s are really the earliest ones.
Many of them were somewhat offended when they watched the Africans when they were playing this instrument or instruments like this. In fact, they talked about wild gyrations and they didn't really understand what they were watching. I know that in some of your work, the banjo represented a lot of things as it relates to culture and religion and tradition. Could we talk a little bit about that?
I'm no man to the swallow.